First arena of the KFC expansion. Twitch chat has voted for me to play Hunter. Let's go. Now I see if just takes a little bit of time to populate. Oh, oops, I wasn't recording, so one more time. There we go. Alright, first expansion. Wah. Alright, first arena of the new expansion, and Twitch chat has voted for me to pick Hunter. Big thing about the new arena is that the first two picks are always synergy cards. So there are quite a few cards that are quite questionable, but the idea is by picking up these synergy cards, you can build the later part of your deck to take advantage of the synergy. The main problem that arena players are finding with this is that sometimes you get Cold Light Seer and you can't possibly count on having Murlocs. You know, we lull at Jade Synergy, Murloc Synergy, Pirate Synergy, not having 2, 3, or 4 drops in your deck Synergy. It's questionable the way it's implemented. Corpse Widow is a happy card to see first, though. Look, we can build a Death Rattle Synergy deck. So, like, this is how it should be done. I happen to get the good side of it. Also, what was that first elemental I saw? Like, the elemental synergy is kind of valid. Blaze Caller and last card, pick the elemental, and then kind of go towards an elemental deck. Anyways, let's build a Death Rattle deck, guys. Servant of Calamos. Yeah, Servant of Calamos Blaze Caller would have been pretty good. Anyways, yeah, it's a good card. Yeah, Don Honcho. Cool. $150 score for Eaglehorn Bow from Lightforge. Alright, well, that's a pretty high score. What are you doing, Lightforge? Lightforge score of 71, Hearth Arena score of 32. You like Ultra Sword that much? In Hunter? I'm pretty sure we go for the Tentacle. Maybe. So far, we have a pretty heavy Hunter deck already. Makes the Ultra Sword less good. Wow, our Elemental deck could have come together nicely. Volcanosaurus, good card. Pyromancer is very tempting. Hunters want to start off with it too. Oh, by the way, in Ungoro, or not in Ungoro, in KFC, there aren't that many 2-drops, so 2-drops get a lot better, especially in classes that don't have anything on 2. So I'm actually going to go with the 2 since we already have a decent amount of late game. Hunters actually have a lot of 2-drops, well, from Ungoro. Have a lot of class 2s, like Crackling Razor Maul and Kindly Grandmother. Their deck is actually looking pretty good. Infested Wolf has a synergy with Corpse Widow. And is a generally good 4-drop. 2-drop. Grim Necromancer is pretty good. I think this card is actually better than Yeti. Better? Question mark? Ooh, Scalebane. Deadly Shot or Bogchamp. So halfway in the draft, I've got 4 big cards. I'm a hunter, so big cards are less necessary. I'll go Deadly. It's close. Hildnir Frostrider. Yeah, it's pretty good. 3 mana, 4/4. Snack. Bruiser. Cleric. The Raging Worgen is probably better than Grizzly. I have no beast synergy. I have the Crackling Razor Maul. Never mind. Well, that's the only beast synergy, right? I can play Runic Egg for 0 mana. Both have 3 mana, 3 3s. Crackling Razor Maul can hit Grandma, Snack, Wolf, and the Spiders. Corpse Widow. Go with the bonus. Serenite Chain Gang is pretty good. So is Frozen Crusher. I have few 4s, but I have 0 6s. This is a close one. Don Honcho Serenite Chain Gang, the dream. Does that break the tie? I think that breaks the tie because I have Don Honcho. I don't actually think it's going to happen in the course of this arena, but it might. And that small possibility might be worth it. 2 7/8s for 4. Speaking of that, I should build a Buffet-in deck. That's on the to-do list. Cult Master good with snacks. Yeah, I could use a Cult Master over another Frost Rider, I think. Play dead isn't that bad in this deck. It's actually got some synergy. Ooh, another Eagle Horn. Daring Reporter. Stonehill. I do have Knife Juggler, Snake Trap. Nah, that's probably not worth it. Ooh, Death Speaker. And Hired Gun. I think we'll go Death Speaker. I actually have 1, 2... Well, that's not really a 2. I have 1, 2, 3... 4 valid 2-drops to go to curve into the Death Speaker. Yeah, we'll choose that over Hired Gun. Multi. Ooh, another great 2-drop. Okay 2-drop. I mean, bad 2-drop, but it's a card. Southsea Deckhand. I have 2 Eaglehorn Bows, so it's better. Also, 1 mana 2/1 might not be that bad in this meta. Also, the other 2 are trash. And finally, probably Bright-Eyed Scout, but 6 mana 6/6 is worth thinking about. And end of turn effects, I think I have none. So the Tomb Lurker can get me Kindly Grandmother or Infested Wolf, and that's it. But it can get stuff from the opponent's side too. My curve is pretty low, so Bright-Eyed Scout isn't that good. Maybe I just take 6 mana, 6/6, slightly worse Ogre. No, it just turns out that card draw is good anyways. Six mana, 6/6, too weak. And I'd rather have the bow usually. So, another one of the criticisms about the first two picks is even if you pick the synergy cards, like you pick the Elemental card, you pick the Murloc card, you pick the Pirate card, you pick the Prince cards, there's certainly no guarantee that you're going to get more of those in the future. So, you normally wouldn't pick a synergy card if it were offered at the beginning, so why would you pick it now? They're just generally bad picks. Now, in this case, I managed to escape the first two synergy cards by picking like a 5 mana 4/6 Corpse Widow, which is just good, and then following it up with... Let's see, what was the second card? What did I pick second? Tomb Lurker? And then I followed up with Tomb Lurker, which is also a fine card by itself. So we escaped the synergy by taking like decent cards on their own right. A lot of decks out there have pretty bad cards due to the first two picks. Well, they sometimes get bad picks on the first two. Often they will. So that means possibly the overall strength of Arena has gone slightly down. Let's see. Let me get the good old guess map up here. Been a while since we've seen this. Go ahead and vote how many wins you think this will go. As I talk through the deck. Hold on, let me see if this works. I can't seem to, wait, let's see. Will the technology work? Click map. Start click map. Ah, it worked. I see. It's because there's more technology now. And thanks for subbing to those who subbed in the meantime. We have Neospace, Jort Lord, 30 Wolf, Elixir, and Age of Andrew. Okay, it looks like I didn't turn off single click mode. I don't even know if that option is here. Let me see. Main menu. Click map. Pull? Wow, this program sucks now. Rip click maps. It is on the dashboard? What, Growly? Do you see the way to turn off one-click mode? Or turn on one-click mode? I don't see any options anymore. Alright, well, we'll do a straw poll. Let's see, wins, question mark, 0 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, 10 to 12. As I talk through this. Alright, so strengths of the deck. We have a lot of 2-drops. 2 Crackling Razor Maw, Fallen Sun Click. No, it's not a 2-drop. 2 Crackling Razor Maw, Friendly Bartender, Kindly Grandmother. Rabbit's Runt can be a 2-drop, while Pyromancer is a 2-drop, Snake Trap is a 2-drop. So that's like 7 solid 2-drops. Which is pretty difficult to accomplish because this new expansion did not include that many 2-drops in the neutral slot. Followed up with a good curve of 3s and 4s. Strong 5s and a 7 to close it out. This deck doesn't curve very high, but it will take advantage of those slower decks out there. And it is Hunter. So I feel pretty good about this one. It's about the metagame of the deck as well. So most people voting in think this will go 6 to 9, with more people thinking on the 6 to 7 end than the 8 to 9. I think this deck looks very promising. It has like no bad cards in it, which is probably really good in synergy style drafting, where your first 2 cards have synergy, supposedly. I got 2 Eaglehorn Bow, which is a really good card. I have an excellent curve, early game curve with a lot of 2-drops, and some people might lack that. I'm Hunter, I can abuse that fact. I'm going to guess this deck will go 10 wins. Let me take the shot for the Twitter. Thanks to the happy little snipping tool. And then we'll get started. So much new technology being used. My first KFC Arena. Hunter. Good Hunter deck hopefully will roll over people being forced to pick princes in Arena. I think the power level of Ungro decks was actually higher. Random thought. The Death Knights are insane when you get them, though, for every class. That's true. Alright. First game, I hard counter the opponent.
None can escape my fury.
Let the hunt begin.
Steady shot, smart against rogue.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Here's where I'm sad I can't do 1 damage though. That's a pretty good opening against me. How many spells do I have in the deck? How realistic is it for Pyromancer to kill that guy? I don't have very many in this deck. I have Snake Trap, I have Deadly Shot. The multi-shot. We'll have to tempo the Pyro in. Coin Defiance is so good against classes that can't deal 1. Oh, maybe that's his maybe that's his synergy card. Forced to take the 1 mana 1/2. Lol synergy. And then it might trap people into taking like more Murlocs after picking the Murloc Tidecaller synergy card. Is a 1/2 worth killing with my bow? Probably not.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Oh, and also I got the Snake Trap. So we'll try to keep the bow around for 1 more charge. Oh, punished for order. Huh? Nice. Playing around Shadow Strike by having the opponent attack into me. Serenite Chain Gang, Don Honcho, might actually be, might actually happen this game. Just when I don't need it. See, nothing with Death Rattle has died so far.
Don't forget to tip your dog.
Think.
None see the lotus.
Incoming snacks.
Hey, other goals will meet my fist.
Going to turn 7 reminds me. Dang, I didn't get any bone mayors in this deck. It's gonna be a pretty good card. Looks like Honcho just got scooped. 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm pretty close to killing him. Oh. I just missed lethal. I forgot this thing re-stealth.
We'll handle.
Smart moves. I concede.
Good enough.
Versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Let the hunt begin.
Death Speaker is pretty good if I can get something on the board, but I'm going second, so I should, given all the 3s I have, I'm only going to aggressively the 3s away to try to get 2 2s and start off really fast. Queen Frostrider is pretty good. But I want to start off with Deckhand. The opponent mulliganed all their cards, so leading off to the guy is pretty likely. And my Deckhand will have charge later. That's a power play right there. Bam! 3 mana 4/4 on turn 2. Turn 3 bow into a Deckhand Runt will be pretty good too. Given my hand, this seems to be a really rough spot for the opponent. Oh man, I got the Eaglehorn bow for the 4/3 also. So good.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Summoning portal open.
So I can make it guaranteed hit my 4/1 if I want to. I think that's best. Unless I think... No, I think playing the wolf is better first.
I wonder.
Glory is mine.
Too bad.
Let's show our guests a good time.
Reporting for duty.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the
I'll cut some down to size.
2 1-1s a turn. That's too many.
Reporting for duty.
Let's go. I was going to play Runt and Grandmother, but those adapt options presented an alternative line to go to.
The menagerie is for guests only.
The Curator would be a cool synergy card to get. Because you could conceivably get a Beast, a Murloc, and a Dragon. That'd be one of the cool cards to see at the beginning. The trick is in finding out what those cool cards are. Probably should have consulted with some of the arena players, huh, Blizzard? Probably. We thought it was a good idea to offer, you know, Murloc, Seer, Coldlight Oracle? Coldlight Seer. So I know that he doesn't have Blizz Consecration, so we should just do this.
Quickly.
We'll bet the farm on no Consecration. I bet eat all. I probably should have played Raging Worgen instead, given that he's auto-spawning a 1-1 each turn. Yeah. No, Primordial Drake is pretty scary, but that's an epic from the last expansion. Pretty unlikely. He did just Curator. It's a good thing this isn't constructed.
Reporting for duty.
This would have been a bad play in the Ungoro era. Arguably a bad play now because I should have played Raging Worgen instead of this Runt. But never punished.
Well played. Well played. The victory is yours.
Rixa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
That is pretty synergetic. I mean, not really. It's a hunter curve, which doesn't have a 2-drop. I think starting with a 2 is really good.
An incredible discovery.
I hunt alone.
I don't know why I'm scared of him playing a secret on turn 3. It's not even that good. It's a decent deadly shot. It's a good deadly shot. It's tough to efficiently trade against that. Crackling Razor Maul keeps punching in. Already did 6 damage, probably looking to do 9. Probably looking to do 12 damage, actually. Hmm. 9 damage it is. Since he used the hero power, I'm encouraged to trade here. Value 3 mana 4/4.
What to do? What to do? I wonder.
Dance with me.
That minion a turn to get ready.
Get ready faster, Ooze. I need you to think Kor'kron elite level here.
Can I light your fire?
The better to eat you with.
What to do? What to do?
Interesting hesitation on the Fire Blast. He must have something he's really tempted to play, but he has to save himself from 4 face damage, since I'm very spooky right now. Maybe he has AoE. I don't think I can really play around that. Well, I can play around that. I can do Cult Master and Double Trade right now. But that means passing up on 7 damage. 7 damage is a lot. Let's do it the Hunter way.
I'm not ready.
Alright, that's not Flame Strikes, I'll take it.
Join or die, or both.
Run away.
Like to play with fire? You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Will I get magical AoE? No. But Ghastly Conjurer, pretty decent. Card for me. I am 1 damage off lethal.
Out of my jungle.
Crazed Worshipper better than Psychotron against Mage. Grizzly is a bear though, a beast. It's actually kind of important. Okay, Grizzly it is.
Gadgets and Gazette always.
It doesn't matter that much because there's no way the mage can come back from being at 1 health against a hunter.
You win.
So far, so easy peasy. Alright. Special shout out to Soto. Congratulations on getting pregnant, Soto. Yay. Everyone make sure to give your unsolicited new father advice to Soda. To a daughter. Alexandras. Thanks for subbing. Vu, Solius, and Poolboy.
Rexa versus Uther. I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Going first, I do have a 2-drop into Death Speaker. It's definitely not the 2-drop that I would prefer, but it is a 2-drop. Is it good enough, or do I go for exactly one of the other 3 drops I would prefer? One of the 4 other 2-drops I would prefer, between Pyro, Razor Maul, and Bartender, or even Grandmother. We hope we draw a 2-drop, but we keep this one around for backup, I think. We hope for the dream that the opponent opens up with a 3-2 instead of a 2-3. But even with a 2-3. Oh! There we go. Lucky me. Uh, 2-3. Unfortunate.
Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
Yeah. I figure if the crab gets buffed, it's tougher to kill it later, so should get the damage in while my guy survives while hitting.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
So he threatens on killing both of these and setting both of his to 1. However, that's the perfect time for Grim Necromancer.
The dark path of my destiny.
Now all I have to do is dodge Consecration. In this case, Necromancer is way better than Yeti because all of the stats are going to be used very well.
What doesn't broke you will broke you.
Okay. Pretty good.
I'm not ready.
Divine Shield or +1/+1. The opponent has a 2-6 on the board, so a 3-3 is really good. I already killed the 2-6 with these 2 units, though. It's pretty close.
For the master.
I'm just going off of general Hearthstone history, where a 2-2 with Divine Shield has been printed before, but 2 Mana 3/3 has never been printed,
I'm warning you. I'm on
which implies that the 3/3 is better.
Reporting for duty.
Death Speaker Roulette.
For the master.
By the way, that can actually land on this, and then I get Super Mega Valley. It would be nice. Come on. Alright.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the
Uncharacteristic out of curve play by me, but gotta get the Daring Reporter out before the Corpse Widow. More value over time. Opponent's got a lot of cards, so the only way we can win is by going face. Basically, yes. It's gonna be pretty tough to win from here. My entire deck is mostly early game as well. 1 mana. Stealth. Out of the way. Whoa.
Get them, boys.
Hearthstone requires much processing power, you know. Okay, so I can set the opponent down to 1. That's 1 is a pretty good number.
Hunt alone.
Or both.
If this game had gone on just a bit longer, I would have gotten pretty outvalued. But this is just the right amount of time to make it look like an absolute crushing. Oh, hey there, Uther. Oh, that's gaining 10. Is that enough? Thanks for the card. I'm almost certain this is being done wrong. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, does it not matter? Wait, did he have to do that? It doesn't matter. He was dead either way, I imagine. Right? No, if he killed these two instead of that Corpse Widow, I would only have 4 on the board, and then that would be 9, and the opponent would be at 11.
You have triumphed. This time.
Well, Death Knight. I'm checking my CPU usage here. Looks like... What is this program? What is this program? One moment. Alright, well, the first thing to do would be getting rid of this thing. I wonder why I have... One moment, this definitely needs to be fixed before I continue. My CPU usage is through the roof in terms of usage. Why is this open right now? Go away. Let's see, what else? This scumbag. What else? I could always close a few of these files. Da, 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 da. I was looking at my Magic the Gathering deck from 13 years ago. It's pretty incredible. It's actually amazing. That was like the highlight deck that I've ever built. I would show you guys, but you wouldn't understand the genius now. It's from 13 years ago. Show it. Alright, here, I'll... It's difficult when you can't see the entire context of it. While I'm getting a bunch of programs fixed, I'll put the very creative deck that I brewed up a decade and a half ago. In a standard metagame. And I think qualified for a world qualifier with it. I think. It's been a while. I'm not entirely sure. Where'd this file go? Oh, empty. If you don't know what the card names are, I guess you can Google them. This was the type of player I was. Let's see, this was Odyssey and something else, I think? The set after Odyssey. I was asked this question long before Hearthstone. What's the win condition? Well, actually, there's literally a win condition in the deck. So there you go. Anyways. Trying to get my computer down to not be 99% CPU usage. We're getting there. Alright, looks like that should just about do it. Alright. Thanks for taking that trip down memory lane with me.
Versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the hunt begin.
Ah, first time drawing the Scalebane. Hey there. See you later. Help me win the game sometime. So 2 mana 3/2 into 3 mana Death Speaker is the dream when going first. Going second though, this Razor Maul could get traded into. I think there are 4 legitimate plays to make right now. Question is, which one is best?
I wonder.
Razor Maul, stay on curve, Tentacle to have a slightly better card, Raging Worgen because it matches well against a 2/3 or Eaglehorn Bow to immediately kill it. I'll go with the Worgen. Might force him to hero power on 3, which is really good. Now, the question is, do I use the fast answer of Eaglehorn Bow, or do I play Tentacle? And the draw of the Grim Necromancer affects that. I'll go Bow. Since I don't have a good way of dealing with, since the Tentacle would trade with that card.
For the crusade!
Grim Necromancer looks to be really good against this guy. Girl.
Is my destiny.
Oops, I mean girl. Let's see, nothing with Death Rattle has died so far.
I wonder.
I like how chat's like, whoa, swipe! But you're pretty happy generally when a very powerful card of swipe trades 1 for 1 against your card. Does that imply that this card is so good that you need specifically the exact answer of swipe in order to handle it? In which case, the card is insane. Okay, we can multi-shot, but using the bow on a poisoned guy is pretty good. Also, 2-4 against the 1-2 is pretty good as is, but I don't have a good follow-up, so...
I sense your struggle for the master.
Also, I drew the second bow. Makes it better to use the bow than the multi. I'm going to give him a chance to break my secret afterwards for sure, but in that case the 6-6 attacking to 2-4 was too much value.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Oh! That became really good. Corrupted Healbot is a Death Rattle. Drawing a Corrupted Healbot. Did he just draw 3 cards? Yikes. Corrupted Healbot is... It's okay. I think we're playing these two though, for the curve.
Out of my jungle!
Not really for the curve as much as for the for making sure my 2-4 doesn't die. Man, these cards. Alright.
What a nice...
So the opponent's got a lot of value, but I'm about to gain a lot of tempo with the Snack. If I have the board, I can get my I can get the 6-6 with the Tomb Lurker and beat him down with that.
We will devour this world.
Wow, Plague would be pretty good. Okay, so we want to kill this and then multi-shot. That would be this and this.
For the master.
Probably play the deckhand. Oh, I want Bone Drake instead of Corrupted Healbot. It's a 50-50. That's a lot of tempo. So I may only have 1 card in hand, the opponent might have 8, but... welcome to... I have quite a board. Spreading Plague would single-handedly destroy me. Alright, come on. Bone Drake, Bone Drake! Ah, heal bot.
For the masters. Play with fire.
I can see.
Oof, managed to kill him just before the turning point, just like that paladin. Except this one was like an even bigger turning point. Potentially. Alright, thank you for subbing. We have Sir Frostington, AJ Hean, Gray Connect, Mad Cookie, Wheat Stuffs, and Band-Aid Spam. Thank you guys for subbing. And Verstras. Appreciate it. So far, so good for hunters.
Rexar versus Alfurion.
I must protect the one. Let the hunt begin.
Do I begin with the one drop? Yeah, sure. No crap, no crab.
X marks the spot.
Don't forget to tip your darling.
It's really painful for an opponent to use the hero power to kill the 1 health minion on turn 3, so I'm fine with not taking the trade there. Go, little buddy. Do that damage. Get in there. So far, Deckhand has decked him for 6.
The dark path is my destiny.
Discount's pretty good. Face face? Place? Place. Corpse Widow, Scalebane. It's good to get the Corpse Widow out, so I can actually Razor Maw something. Bruiser is really good right here, though. Protects the 2-1. I think the play is Corpse Widow. It can't really protect everything every turn. Next turn I'll do Razor Maw, Bruiser. And Adapt is really good, and I think the Adapt is probably, on a big minion, worth more than a 2-1. So we'll do it this way.
I wonder.
I had a good backup plan in case something crazy happened. It kind of counts as something crazy. Didn't expect my 4-6 to die on that turn. This Scalebane getting the value in there.
Last chance.
So far, Cobalt Scalebane is an 11-5. Pretty good.
I suppose.
I'm not ready.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
I can see.
So much value. That's Scalebane. This isn't a garbage deck. I predicted it to go 10, so I clearly thought it was above average. My only regret is not thinking it would go 12. What's your opinion on the free adventure? It's nice for new players, but the pack seems bad for the effort. This is why we can't have nice things, Strand. This is why. You scumbag.
Rexa versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. Let the hunt begin.
What a great hand. Constructed worthy hand here. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. Ooh. Good stuff. It owned face. How silly.
Out of my jungle!
Hmm. Take the card even though it feels like if I play this Drake, it'll be like the wrong thing to do. But it's still a really good card. I wonder if that was his synergy card, the Devilsaur Egg. I actually think that the Devilsaur Egg being offered as a synergy card is perfectly fine. Because if you take that card on the first go, you can actually activate that, and it's pretty good. See, look! Synergy at work. I just think that there are a few cards that absolutely shouldn't be synergy cards. But that card, like, that one's perfectly fine. That was actually disgusting by him. Really strong. Fortunately, I have even stronger.
I want answers.
Oh dear. The better to eat you with.
Go away!
Oh man, that would suck if that were a freezing trap for him. As stands, looks pretty good if the Pterodax goes into the jungle guy. Might be too afraid to attack. Oh, too spooked. It's pretty scary, gotta admit. Wow, control Warlock. Alright, time for Wind Fury. Oh.
My shield for Argus!
Break, hit, hit.
I wonder.
Break, hit, hit, Drake. Yeah, seems best.
Go away!
Turns out this card's good even if you're aggro in Arena. Womp womp. He's like, aha! I finally get to trigger the freezing trap. Not that it really mattered. The snakes are good for me to get triggered also. And like, if it were the Cobra, that would also be bad for him if you were to attack. It's one of those games where I wouldn't have attacked and I'd be like, see? It was completely right not to attack the whole time. And then you guys would be like, whoa, baited. And all that jazz. Have I reacted to the Rainad video about Innovate yet? I haven't watched it, but I see that it's gotten a lot of popularity. Thank you, V. Parlaflois, for subbing. Great playing D&D with you. Artifice, PhD, thanks for subbing. Speaking of D&D, sneak preview to you guys. Get hyped. My D&D show is happening soon. And it's going to be quite a awesome Dungeons and Dragons show. I'll be dungeon mastering. More details to follow.
Rexa versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
Let the hunt begin.
Don't want to keep the 2-1 against a rogue. And I don't want to use the deckhand against the rogue either on turn 1. I have the bow, so I'll use it as removal. Too often the rogue will just hero power on 2, and then I'll just lose my deckhand.
Greetings, traveler.
So I hope to draw a 2-drop or a 3-drop. My slowest hunter start yet. Which is not good because this deck basically tops off at 5 mana. To miss the 2-drop. Especially on the coin. Like, I basically missed both the 2-drop and the 3-drop.
You're not that sharp.
Alright, so I have multi-shot for that card. So I'll try to high roll with the Daring Reporter. Play the Daring Reporter while he doesn't have the kill on the board. Forces him to use a spell on it. Forces him to have something. Sometimes they don't have something.
This guy's toast.
Well, turned out they had a pretty good something. Now I suppose a bright side is that's pretty good right there. The opponent is at 5 cards against my 6, and I'll draw 1 for 7.
Pick a card. Any card.
So I can bow deckhand it. 2/5 and a 2/1 is pretty bad against that board. No Death Rattle has died so far. His hand happens to be pretty trashy. Can just deckhand kill it, I guess. Off a curve. I'm sad. Well, he also played that off curve, though. He's been playing a few cards off curve. Alright. The quality of that card he thistled to is going to decide the game. This is a good spot to play the Fallen Sun Cleric since there's going to be a lot of minions at 1 health.
The dark path is my destiny.
So,
The sun has set for me.
that means... that the dagger doesn't get as much value. The knife. Yeah, I mean, that's good for me too, that he passed initiative. Oh. Oh,
I'm in charge now.
yeah. I wonder if Patches shows up as a synergy card. Let's see. Has a card of Death Rattle died yet? No.
Out of my jungle.
Makes sense for the Patches to show up as a synergy card. Pretty good as a synergy card, in fact.
I hunt alone.
I feel like that's what the synergy cards wanted, to have someone just go do like a I mean, not even necessarily a common sense thing, kind of a wow, got 2 copies of Grim Necromancer, so he still has a copy of Grim Necromancer in hand then. Oh, that's a scary one. That's actually a good card. Alright, so we got the Infested Wolf to grab with the Tomb Lurker in a bit.
Go away.
So, am I afraid right now of any specific trades? 2/4 and 2/4 go into this. 3/1/1s go into that. So if I go 1/4 into that, and forces the 2/4 and the 1/4 into... yeah, that's worth it. Having a 1 attack minion kill a 1 health minion is generally good. Super spooky Skelly army there. And then there's one more Grim Necromancer waiting. I have a Pyro in my deck. It's probably not going to help much.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
Nice. It's a pretty good card if you can actually make use of the spell damage and have a minion on the board. Pretty tricky to pull that off. Let's see, no minions with Death Rattle have died still.
The shadows beckon.
More Necromancers. Alright, this is not going to get much better. I think I should just play Ravisor Runt. Ravisor Runt just dies to a 2-3. I can't deal with the next two Grim Necromancers. This deck has no AoE other than Pyro. And then that one time that I discovered a Drake. I'm supposed to be the one knocking with this deck. But he was too efficient with Backstab and SI. Oh, and my early game really sucked. And you did get a good card off of Thistle Tea. Too bad it wasn't Patches. But who knows, maybe the Cult Master can mount a comeback here. Still got 8 mana. Seems like the opponent has a tough time in getting all their minions on the board. So that's something at least. The dream. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to, like, actually line those two up.
I wonder. I moves quickly.
If I just play this card, I'm not going to win.
Hide the polar bear express. Well played.
Well played. You call that a win?
Alright. I'll take one. Still on track for 10 wins and or more. People are often too scared and like try to play the taunt on the turn that they're gonna die, and then but the thing is you have to think a turn ahead, and like you're still gonna die if you play the taunt.
Jaina!
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Let's see, do I want to keep Eaglehorn Bow, which is a really good 3-drop, when I have a deck with a lot of 3-drops, and I can high roll into getting like a 2-drop into a 3-drop? I think we pass on the bow. Though it's a great card. No, the bow is too good to pass. Perfect. Bartender Eaglehorn Bow synergy. Will this be the first game where Don Honcho hits Serenite Chain Gang? If I draw Serenite Chain Gang in the next 5 draws, it's very possible. 5 draws out of 25. Definitely could happen. So I hope to draw a 3-drop so I can play Infested Wolf and then Razor Maw 3-drop the turn after Wolf. Should definitely play Wolf before Necro here.
I wonder.
Also, this is kind of an awkward situation for him. I'm not sure how I feel about that Breath of Sindragosa. So on the 2-mana turn, he used a 1-mana spell, and on this 3-mana turn, he wants to use Fire Blast, but that's terrible. So he ends up basically doing almost nothing. It's a good 3-drop. So I hope to get a +3 attack. Or Wind Fury. Because Wind Fury plus Immune is really good. Basically spend 5 mana to deal 3 damage. Huh.
I hunt alone. I hunt alone.
I thought about not using a bow charge there. But it's basically using a bow charge to deny him deal 3 damage to something. Blah.
Wanna blow something up? I sense your strength for the master.
This run's about to get adapted 2 more times, which means Wind Fury could actually be really good. Living Spores is the best one baseline. I'll choose Wind Fury, and I plan on adapting that twice.
I moves quickly.
It's the more high-rolly version. Meat Wagon. Alright. I don't think he'll be running any 0 attack minions in his deck. Let's see. So we had Shallow Gravedigger die. Oh man. I have to play this card before before the Meat Wagon dies. The horror. Infested Wolf has also died. We definitely need to play this before he trashes it with the Meat Wagon.
I wonder.
I guess that means I play the Adapt first. Yeah. Guess we have to kill it before Bone Mare strikes. That would have been pretty good if he actually had the Doomsayer in his... Either Doomsayer would have been really good there.
Fresh from Kazakis.
Ooh. So that is annoying enough to kill. I could use that one. Yeah. He's low enough that I should get him the 5 damage to the face and not worry about stuff being set to 1. Especially since I have 2 things being set to 1.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
He did just take a card. I probably should have played around AoE a bit more. How? By hero powering instead of playing Reporter, maybe? But he also did an AoE the last turn. This is the more high rolly option. 5, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Let's go. Never lucky.
The sun has set for me.
Oh, adorable. It reminds me of a certain card. Dang, didn't manage to get my Serenite Chain Gang up.
Victory or death! Let the hunt begin.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Get to actually coin out a 2-drop. So I'm looking for +1, +3 attack, +1, or +3 attack, or poisonous. What else is good here? Plants is pretty good. Oh. Now what? Now we're looking for +3 health, or +1, or plants. Or Divine Shield. Oh, which one's better, Divine Shield or +1? Wow, actually I got all 3 that I would have liked. So I can either have a 4-1 or I can have a 3-2. Against Warrior.
I wonder.
I mean, it's really iffy. He could easily play a 4 health minion on turn 3. How likely is that? 4 health minion on turn 3. Frothing Berserker, where the +1 would have been better. You could play a Ghoul, but the Ghoul has a good... I'm gonna do a 4-1 and a 3-2. I think that's better. It's, It's actually a tough choice. This is more vulnerable to Blood Razor and to like Whirlwind effects and the Ghoul and whatnot, but I have a good answer to Ghoul in my hand.
Start some trouble.
And it's very possible that the 4 attack could have dealt with a 4 health minion here. Now I actually have the choice. Oh, Yeah, Death Speaker's probably right. But I have the choice again. Do I want the 4-1 or the 3-2? One more time. I think I want the 4-1 more. Going into turn 4.
I sense your struggle.
Run away.
Blood Razor. Let's see, so he played that card first, so his Death Rattle triggers before mine does.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
There's always cards that punish you and cards that reward you, so it could have gone either way.
Low.
So fortunately, since my Infested Wolf came into play second, he can't hit the wolf and kill the spiders. Alright, looking for poison. Second best plus 3 attack. And never lucky. And then it's quite bad. Alright, so we've had Infested Wolf die. And Kindly Grandmother. They're both pretty good.
Obliteration. War of obliteration.
Really good multi-shot here. Okay.
The sun has set for me.
12 armor, who cares? In this matchup, the opponent can have all the armor he wants. Well, I mean, at this point, I'm definitely not smorking him down, I guess I should say.
Ready or not, here I come.
Oh, crap. Just made my card worse. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
War of obliteration.
I'm still holding out hope for the Serenite Chain Gang. I don't care about this armor. Come on, Serenite Chain Gang.
Here I come.
Vine Cleaver.
Reporting.
Oh my gosh!
Join the bones.
So saved.
Alone.
Alright, let's see.
Watch
It
out!
goes here since you can attack it with a 1/1.
Watch out!
Game changer. Like the only way I could win this game. Well, yeah, after the Vine Cleaver. That was gonna outvalue anything I had.
Reporting.
I will purify the fallen.
That actually doesn't matter since I already have this right amount.
Out of my jungle.
Time for the Salt. I pick this card over another decent card, but now it wins me a game.
Astounding. Astonishing. Reporting for duty.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Brothers, heed my call.
Maybe I didn't win.
I must remain hidden to remain free.
At 12 armor suddenly looks like it mattered. I think I have to make this trade because otherwise he'll have a 4/1 on the board and I'll have nothing.
I wonder. Go away. Go away.
Alright, relying on top decks now. I do have a slight board advantage right now. But my deck is definitely worse than his is.
I suppose.
But starting off with an extra card is pretty good. Hey, another extra card. Oh, that card's pretty good.
I am free.
Eked out. Wow, that was a whew. Don Honcho coming in clutch. Or rather, Serenite Chain Gang coming in clutch. I wonder if I should put in Don Honcho into my planned buff Paladin deck. I mean, with 2 Doppelgangsters and 2 Serenite Chain Gang? Maybe.
Rexar versus Ayev.
None can escape my fury.
Let the hunt begin.
2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. Hope to get another 2 drop so I can save the Razor Maw for the Wolf. Cool.
master hungers.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Pyromancer would be so good.
Don't forget to tip your Doran.
So I don't mind if Patient Assassin gets buffed by one. It'd basically be about the same. Feed the Patient Assassin a 4/4. Could possibly feed it a less good card, which this card happens to be good in this situation. I'll try to save the 4/4 for later. That's the worst card I could play right now that could get the trade done. I could also have played Wolf, but that would ruin my curve next turn.
Think. I wonder. Quickly.
Got that very annoying card out the way. No turn 4 play? Maybe he had some kind of removal card and decided to spend the Patient Assassin instead after much deliberation. Maybe he has an Eviscerate but no easy way to activate it. Just throwing out some theories.
Think.
They're looking for +3 attack or poison. And we play an Ooze with it, yeah. Or the Eagle Horn though, if I get unlucky, because I could get plants instead. That's fine. Frost Rider is missing his window to be played. Will this be another Serenite Chain Gang game? With the Dawn? Possibly. I could coin out the Dawn next turn. Might be good. Here's my chance to play Frost Rider on an empty board. Frost Rider Ooze is a pretty good turn. Point and Dawn is a pretty good turn though. Next turn I have 7. I can play... it's not that good.
Hide the polar bear express.
So next turn I'm gonna play Dawn unless I draw a good 5-drop
I wonder.
or Serenite Chain Gang. Or some kind of utility card. Blue Eye though? It's a good place to play Runt. So the idea was to play Runt and a 5-drop.
Think. Swiftly. I need something unusual.
Oh my gosh. We got it. Again. Alright. Serenite Chain Gang is a go. Well, technically I have lethal set up. We'll see how that works out for me. There's a very high chance that I have to end up 50-50ing for Serenite Chain Gang. So I'd have to draw either a 2-drop or a 1-drop. That's 5 cards. Eaglehorn Bow and Multi-Shot are also good. So 7 out of 19 would mean I don't 50-50. There's also a chance I win. That'd mean no taunt, no heal, no 1 damage. Alright, it's not bad for me. Oh, sick.
Hey, join the goons. My turn.
The only regret is he might lose by before he gets to see 4 mana 14-16 taunt.
Think.
Sometimes Arena inspires you to play a different constructed deck. We're going to actually take this inspiration, and the next deck will actually have Don Honcho in it. Oh, that's not a give up. Cool.
Hail, friend. 'friend. 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 'friend.
You brought me back. Death to the traitor king.
Well played.
Well played.
Okay, we're at 10 wins, and I regret not picking 12 at this point. It was a good deck, what can I say? Let's... thanks for subbing, Chiboni. And you never know what cards the opponents aren't playing, because they had to pick bad synergy cards. It's like, this deck seemed good from an Ungoro era deck, but this expansion is less powerful than Ungoro for Arena, so maybe I need to adjust my ratings. Thanks for subbing, Misdre. I'll get you on the board right before we start here.
Rexa versus Uther. I will fight with honor. Let's go.
Does the lower power of this set mean it's time to snipe Reno the Cripperino with my 4 White Eyes deck? No, it means this. It means it's time to snipe him with your Dr. Boom deck. Yuck, 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 yuck.
The light dims, but we fight.
Ah, first game where I have the Pyromancer and a coin. Looks pretty good here. I think I'll end up playing Runt on 2. The Pyro definitely wants to have the coin. It's not that big a deal. I'll play this. If he wants to make the trade, then fine. If he doesn't, then I'll punish him. He'll probably make the trade. I'll play Raging Worgen. Looks to be good there. Maybe I'll play Stonehill Defender if he plays the right card. Even though Runt would set his 2-3 down to a 2-1, the next turn playing Pyromancer plus coin isn't even really good. This, on the other hand, seems pretty good. And then maybe he can hide behind Stonehill Defender. We just need to dodge Rallying Blade and True Silver. Like, those are the really bad effects. Oh, and Dark Iron Dwarf. What else is out there? The Phoenix.
Reporting for duty.
The sun has set.
Fallen Sun Clerk. Yep, that's a new one.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Kings would have been pretty bad last turn. Ah, playing from behind feels bad.
Out of my jungle!
Horror or bomb? I'm definitely gonna be behind, so Abomination seems like it could be good. But Cyclopean Horror is also good from behind. I think it's gonna work out better for the bomb. And then do I coin out the bow and hit the eagle? I think the answer to that one is yes. And then the next turn I'll float a mana, but that's okay-ish. So in this case, if he does that trade, in theory, I have the bow kill.
The grave buys you no rest.
But that's just a theory. That comes back as a 4/7 with no taunt. 4/7 goes into the Abomination. Dies and becomes a 4/1. I'll have a 4/1 and a 3/1 against my board. It's pretty annoying. Alternative play. Don't really have one.
I hunt alone.
Nah, he chose to not have 2/1 health minions and stack the health on the rock. And it's not looking good. This deck has no comeback mechanisms. It's pretty much all he's gonna lose from behind. Yeah, that's not entirely true. Deadly Shot would have given me a good 50-50 at this. This deck has few comeback mechanisms. Looks like my guess is looking pretty good.
Rexa versus Leandrin.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Let the hunt begin.
Alright. Hard to lose with that opening. 2 mana 3/2 into Death Speaker. Into a good 4-drop. This opening has the opportunity to get ahead and stay ahead. It can only be ruined with...
Accidents.
Not that. That's okay. Although that is pretty good of an opening himself. Now he can play 2 mana 2/3 and becomes a 3/4 instead. But if he's playing a 2... Interesting. I think he was going to play a 3/2, which would be a 4/3, but he instead chose to trade and summon a guy.
I sense your struggle.
That is incredible.
Astounding.
Speak your peace.
No, it was actually going to be a 3/4. So I know the first 3 cards are spells, or I mean are minions, so I don't really have to play around comeback cards. Cobalt Skillbane on a board where I have a board is... On a board where I have a board, yeah, pretty much. On a board where I'm winning the board control battle, means I should handily win. This is really good here. And then I guess, okay.
The sun has set for me.
Hello.
I'll have all my minions be nice and used and battle hardened. All ready to be lined up to be sacrificed for the greater good.
Face the air.
He's playing the deck that I want to play. Buff Paladin. Alright, I don't think I need to trade here. We'll get this constant value machine out. Actually 2/1 and weapon is really good. I'll do this.
Immortality.
Reporting for duty.
Let's eat.
Just having that Skillbane stick and then dictating all the trades myself is a winning combination. Even as Hunter, where every time I hit the minion I wince a little bit inside. 12, 17, 19. Well, I finally get Wind Fury for lethal. Hey, it's poisonous. The poisonous I've been looking for a while. Do I Deadly Shot? I want to save it for a big card. So I will. It's all minions in this hand, right?
Logan, I consent.
Okay. I guess none of them were Primordial Drake. Primordial Drake was looking pretty scary there. But I should have been able to win with 3 shots from there. Okay, and now we're going for the final boss. First arena of the expansion, first 12 win. And then I can retire from arena. Alright, let me thank... I missed a sub last time. Durzo Blint, thank you for subbing. Crime Time? Chunky Bacons. And Space Cowbear. Thank you guys for subbing. What happened to free-to-play runs? Were they not as popular? People didn't enjoy me doing a bunch of arenas on the free-to-play account and then building a tier 1 constructed deck out of it. Even though that was free-to-play. But I think in month 3 of this expansion, I'll probably do a genuine free-to-play. Month 3 or month 4? Month 3. Month 3 sounds good. Genuine, like no arena at all? Not that much arena. And I'm going to make use of the... I'm going to make use of opening a bunch of expansions, spreading out the gold that way, and then, you know, since each new set you open has guaranteed legendary in the first 10.
Rexa versus Uther. I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
That 3-drop is pretty good. I'm not willing to deckhand into him pushing the button. Well, if I play the deckhand and he pushes the button, I can play Coin Frost Rider, which is pretty good. I'm okay with keeping the 1-drop because I have a card that's really good if he pushes the button. In summary. The real tragedy is if he ends up playing a 2-3, the 1-mana 2-1 I have will have ended up doing nothing. But I guess then the Frost Rider eats the 2-1.
Let me think.
I guess that's also a 1-mana 2-1. Both sides are playing for some amount of tempo here. Okay, perfect, I drew a 3-drop, so I can coin this one without reservations. Just need to dodge Fallen Sun Cleric. And Shattered Sun Cleric.
The sun
Oh.
has set for me.
Fallen Sun Cleric. I'll take the... hold on. Yeah, this is the card I want to play next turn. Bright-Eyed Scout isn't strong enough. So I don't want to play the 2-3 taunts into a 3-1. Second-rate bruiser will be good next turn. I'll be playing second-rate bruiser and then a 2-drop, which is probably pyro. We could have a Don Honcho grand finale.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Hey there, did you say my name? I heard you say Don Honcho. Okay, so I'm gonna 50-50 the volatile elemental. Wow, I'm playing a 5-mana Death Speaker, but it looks really good here. Let's just double check. No better plays. No Beast. Don Honcho. Pyro. Could do that and follow my original plan. But that doesn't seem that good. It's not bad. This will leave me with either a 2-1 and a 3-4, or a 2-4 and a 3-4, which is really good against that board. Ah, lost the 50-50. But even that is not too bad.
Reporting for duty. My shield for Argus.
I think if he doesn't trade here, I'm perfectly happy to take the 2-2 Valley. That's fine. Huh. Opponent's almost out of cards. Don Honcho. Do I take the risk that it lands on a Serenite Chain Gang? I do have 2 in my hand.
I sense your struggle.
Reporting for duty.
Let's do it. I think even if I hit the beast in this hand, I'm still good. I actually think he loses regardless because he's like, he only has 1 card left. But I super win if it hits the 40% here. Yeah. I can't believe we actually pulled off this combo 3 times. Alright. Hit those 12 win, you know, trumpets. It's all good. Ignore the dinosaurs, we're still good. It's time for celebrating! Yay! I think just in case of equality, I should play Serenite Chain Gang number 2. Seems right to me.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
It's good to have a beast out since I have like so many cards which want me to have a beast. But we'll play around that. The one card that could wreck me. And Deathwing will wreck me still, but meh. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Roar on a Stegodon. What death rattles have died? What death rattles have died? Volatile Elemental. Is that it? I think that's it. I think. Alright, Volatile Elemental isn't bad. So I'll hit with this first in case of get down. Do this. It's Repentance. Two, 5, 2. That was a lot of rope for some reason. Why did you give me more rope that turn? Thanks, Blizzard. Rigged. Alright, so far, the only death rattle is Volatile Elemental. But I mean, that's good. We're getting something. 11, 14, 17, 20 on the board, 22. Oh, there's that equality. Oh, Egg Napper. Yeah, that's occurred.
I love omelets.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, one turn late on the dinosaurs. What an insane paladin deck. We did it.
Alone. Hearthstone.
Ice Crown pack. Yee. And a Gadget Sand pack.
Golden Tail. Golden Epic.
Ooh. The answer to Ultimate Infestation?